We are not blaming women for the actions of men.
Ah, yes, because anything a woman does couldn't possibly have an effect on anyone else, can it?
The reason that so many men unalive themselves, now, first of all, women attempted a lot more.
The male suicide rate is high. Bet women try it more. Are you literally trying to make them the victims over a male issue? Let's hear your bullshit reasoning.
They just don't use such violent and bloody methods, so that's why men are more successful at it.
Let me use your bullshit logic against you. Women attempt essay a lot more. The only difference is they have more willing participants, and they're not as forceful as men. So actually, the men are the victims of essay. It sounds fucking ridiculous, doesn't it? Women have the same methods available to them to off themselves if they wanted to. Idiot.
But the reason that so many men do is because so many men think that going to therapy and getting counseling is not manly.
And Billy Bullshitter strikes again. The reason why men end their lives is because they won't go and seek support. 90% of dudes who ended their own lives went to seek support. They just got failed. And guess what? Women get referred twice as much as men. Bearing in mind, they get less people trying to seek help. Figure that out. But yeah, you know, I'm sure you're gonna say a patriarchy.
This is the fault of toxic masculinity. It's the fault of the patriarchy.
Textbook.
Which harms men just as much as it harms everyone else.
The male suicide rate hurts us too. Piss off.
So you have men telling other men that they don't need to work on things. They should just be stoic. They should just man up. They should just be, don't be a girl about it and shit like that.
Ah, that would be why men off their own back open up places of support for other men to talk about their issues openly. And it's got nothing to do with the lack of healthcare or support that they're receiving. It's stoic patriarchy bullshit.
And that's why men unalive themselves. It is not the fault of women.
And if you took 2 minutes to do any fucking research, you would realise that the biggest cause is relationship breakups that put men into financial trouble, parental alienation, homelessness, all that shit, which then possibly leads to substance abuse and then the lack of medical care that follows with it.
In fact, the feminist movement is all about getting rid of the stigma of mental health and making it available and freely available for as many people as possible, including men.
That's a load of bullshit.
We're interested in talking to you, first of all, but basically we're here to shut down an event that is promoting the patriarchy.
I'd like to ask him why he's here.
I'm not sufficiently convinced that I'll receive an answer that isn't what I presented.
2 of my friends committed suicide, and I want the peace of understanding why that happened.
When did this happen?
It happened about 2 years ago. It was one after the other like that.
Did you expect to get some addressing of suicide issue at the talk here?
Yes, I did.
What I have to ask on that, and I'll ask you, is why this space to talk about that?
One of 7 events that have been shut down by radical feminists over the last couple of years alone that were trying to talk about men's mental health. That was America. It's happened in Canada. It's happened in Italy. It's happened in France. It's happened in the UK. Yes, we are really feeling the love from feminism right now. Has anyone else noticed that his video is trying to say that feminism is trying to help men and their mental health, while at the same time his whole video is saying, men, your suicide rate is your own damn fault. Great feminist logic, that sunshine. And not to forget all the feminists that were shouting from the rooftops during Men's Mental Health Month in June. Oh, that's right. No fucker knew about it.
And this is bacon.
No, it's not. It's a waste of bacon. And technically, it's a misogynistic pig in a blanket.